The capo. Why do we use the capo? What is it used for? Do I need a capo? Well, I'm one of those guys that just says, hey, I like to just play it, if it's in E flat, I'll just play E flat. Or A flat, I'll play A flat. I can play an A flat chord, or I can play, any basic chord up the neck. So I generally do not carry a capo with me. However, there are a lot of very clever people that use the capo to sound really, really good, and I could probably learn a lot from them. But the general idea of a capo, in my mind, is it takes the nut and shortens the neck so you get a higher pitch. So the nut moves up towards the body of the guitar. So, like if this is a G chord, if we capo at the first fret, all right, play the G the way you had it. It doesn't work. You have to move up too. So now it's a G sharp or an A flat. Like what was a C is now a C sharp or a D flat. And what was a D is now a D sharp or an E flat. So you can just play them, you don't have to calculate it so hard. I just slap it on and play. I don't think about it that much. G, C, D, and G. Yes, it's a fret higher, but I'm still calling it the names. I'm just thinking it's the same thing, it just sounds higher. But if you need to think about it, you sure can. If you go one fret higher, now that's going to be a G, D, and an E. E minor is now F sharp minor. So everything's just proportionally higher. Let's go up to the third fret and do the same. Cool. It sounds pretty epic, really. If we go one fret higher, now we're playing in the key of B. Did I call that right? So we were in A sharp. Okay, yep, we're in B. And I just look at the root. That's the root, 7th fret, 6th string. I know that's a B note, so I make a G chord there. I know it's a B chord, but I'm still going to call it a G. This is an E chord. It looks like a C, but this is the E bass note, so that's what I'm going to call the chord. And then a D chord is really an F sharp because the bass note is the 4th string, 4th fret. Here's an E minor shape, which is really A flat minor. If we go one more fret, now it's a C chord. C, F, G, C, A minor, D minor, G7, C major 7. One more fret and we're doing C sharp. And one more fret. You can do stuff like get a pretty cool sound, moving it up. You can go as high as you want, and really it's wide open. It's a huge benefit if you are handy with the capo. I just have so much equipment I have to bring to the gig. It's probably easier if I don't bring it, but if I have to, I will. But I really don't. Maybe if I'm recording, if I want to, let's say I'm doing like an E song in the key of E, I might capo 4th fret. No, wait a minute. 2nd fret and go. But it's sounding a little out of tune, isn't it? Or I might come up here and do it like, here's another E chord. Or up here, I could do an E chord like this. That's pretty cool. Or if I want to go gonzo high, it'd be a G chord shape up here. So yeah, it sounds different, and I should probably use this more because I sound pretty stale. I play the same stuff every time, in case you haven't noticed. All right, so I like this kind of capo right here. It's just got a spring in there. You just slap it on. Don't put it on upside down, okay? That's wrong. That's upside down. I try not to be judgmental, but that's wrong. That's right. So I don't know if I would do it like this either. This is easier to come over from the top, in my opinion. But I don't make the rules around here. I just All right, guys. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I hope it's not too boring. Let's see what other wacky things I can come up with. Oh, I got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. So keep watching if you can stand it, and play along. Grab your guitar, see if you can learn some stuff. I might be a wacky guy, but I do study pretty hard every day. All right, you do it. You do the same, and stay wacky.